Does anyone else find it interesting that Asheville was slated to become a smart city? I don't know about you, but the destruction that's going on in Asheville, North Carolina, kind of gives me Maui vibes, aka Jump Smart Maui. Maui is one of those areas that was scheduled to become a smart city, like a general plan for 2030. Not surprising, Buncombe County had a comprehensive plan for 2043, which encompasses Asheville, to become a city of the future. There's even a timeline when they plan to have these major cities operating in this system. This 2043 plan says, in short, we have gone from DeLoreans to driverless cars in what seems like the blink of an eye. Of course, this isn't something new. They've been talking about this since 2016 for Asheville. The Asheville Smart City Network gains a better overall public program management capability for comprehensive plans, grid modernization initiatives, and other agendas. And Waterworld put out this article back in August of 2022 that says the town of Cary, North Carolina, with just over 175,000 residents, is becoming one of the smartest towns in the United States. And if you're somebody in North Carolina and want to know more about this, you can go to UNC, the School of Government NC Impact Initiative, where you can read about the smart communities in North Carolina. And of course, these plans don't just stop at the Carolinas. Cairo, Michigan, they have their own master plan. The city of Sergeant Bluff, city of Crooks, South Dakota, with their comprehensive plan, as well as Harrisonburg, Virginia. Now, a lot of people think this is FEMA coming in and trying to take the land, but FEMA says we don't have anything to do with that. When it comes to the matter of private property through eminent domain, that is a state and local government issue. A lot of people might be losing their property through eminent domain, just like what happened when Hurricane Laura came through Louisiana. Now, the reason I say this sounds a lot like Maui is because we're getting reports in of truckers trying to deliver supplies and goods to these people, and one reports he got tires slashed. I don't know if he was at a rest stop resting when this happened. I'm going to have to find out more about that. Or the man who, with his son, was getting reports of people needing help, took his helicopter, flew in, and the fire department told him to go back home or he was going to be arrested.
Sidham piled food and water into his helicopter Saturday and headed up toward Banner Elk. Sidham and his son rescued 4 people on Saturday and spent the night in a nearby pilot's lounge, then decided to fly again Sunday morning. Flight tracking shows no flight restrictions in place Saturday or Sunday morning when Sidham flew through the Lake Lure Gap. 3 minutes away, Sidham spotted a group of rescuers just down the river. He landed and found someone in charge.
Told him my background experience, law enforcement, firefighting, pilot. He immediately started helping with coordination. He gave me radio frequencies to coordinate with them on, set up a landing area for me to come back with the other victim. And in the middle of the whole conversation and them blocking the road off, I was greeted by the, at that time I didn't know, but Lake Lure fire chief or assistant chief maybe, and he shut down the whole operation. At that point, I asked him, what was the reason I had to leave them there? And he said, again, you're interfering with my operation. I just need you to get out of the area. Going back to get my co-pilot, he said, if you turn around and go back up the mountain, you're going to be arrested.
Now, if there were flight restrictions, that'd be one thing, but there were no flight restrictions until after they found him and saw him trying to help. And then within 30 minutes, he says there were flight restrictions, so nobody could fly in and give the people help. Now, of course, this is just for informational purposes. None of this is fact. We're just looking at the stories and trying to figure it all out. So it's for entertainment purposes only. But in my opinion, something isn't adding up here.